What's going on, everyone? I want to welcome you all to What Q Thinks, a show where I just give my 2 cents on whatever it is I wish to talk about. Today, we're looking at the Justwatch app, and I'm still using the Apple TV in order to display it. The Justwatch app is similar to the last video I reviewed of the Tracked app. It's a TV show and movie aggregator that puts everything in one place for you. So I just wanted to give you a look at it so you can see how it works, because I consider myself a a TV power viewer, so to speak. Um, I really buy a lot of the streaming apps to just find ways to keep up with my shows, because when I'm not watching football during football season, I am really heavily into TV shows and movies in the springtime and summer. So we'll go into the Just Watch app. And like most of your apps, when you first go into these types of these apps, you see recommendations. So, but what I do like about Just Watch, the recommendations are based on genre, and they do a pretty good job as far as sticking to the genre. Like here, you have military, sci-fi, top crime shows, Spanish comedies. It's very diverse, and you can also ask to get new recommendations. Now, normally every time you go into the app, it will have different things. So, every time you go in, it'll refresh with different options. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. So go up to the left here. That's on your home. You go into new. And for movies, you can choose movies, TV shows, or all. If you have the Pro app, you can see what's leaving soon, what's coming soon. Your option over here to view by streaming services, which is what I have selected. So it's only going to show me items based on what I have service with as far as streaming. But I'm going to say all. It shows everything that's being released today, 246 titles. What was released yesterday. So we got new episodes of certain shows. Certain movies were released on different devices, different streaming platforms, and so on and so on. So that's pretty cool. There, it shows you what's popular. This is what everyone is watching. Here are the movies, the most popular movies right now as of October 19th. I think that's today's date. Okay, here's a movie that I would recommend if you like horror movies. I think the third of a trilogy just came out today on Max. But the first one is called X, the second one is called Pearl, and the third one is called Maxine with 3 X's. And so that's what I plan to watch soon. But yeah, good movie. All right, and I have my watch list. These are all the movies and events I have set to watch. As a boxing match I'm going to watch this evening on Prime. This is, of course, an old Western with Lee Van Cleef from back in the day. Something similar to The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I like old Westerns. And as you see, anything that I have flagged as something I want to watch is compiled here in my list. And if I did want to actually watch one of these shows, I simply just click on it. It shows me where it's available. If it was more than one option, it will say that it was more than one option on the left. I can click on it and it will take me directly there. I can say I've seen it. I can thumb it up, thumb it down. What I don't like in comparison to other apps similar to this, even though it gives me a cast, there's no way to see faces of the cast members or the directors or anything. You can't click on their faces and get a history of movies they've been in or things of that nature or any bios. So it really trails a lot of other compilation or aggregating apps like this, because it doesn't give a lot of details on the actors. But, it's still pretty cool. And here in my settings is where I can add everything I have service to. So everywhere I have service, I just click on it, and that way it'll only show me shows from that service. And that's very cool to be able to weed out stuff you don't have. Nothing more frustrating than having it recommend a show and it's something you can't even see. So I do like this option. It doesn't have as many streaming options available here for you to select as it does on the phone app, but it still offers quite a few and most of the main ones that people watch. But basically, oh, I'm sorry, and here's your search option. If you want to look for a movie, then you can here. You can search by voice, of course, but I won't go through all that. And it does a good job of returning your options here. If it's something you can watch, it lets you know. You can see it is available on Hulu if you have that service. If you do not have the service, then it will not show. So this is the Justwatch app. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you use it. It's available with the Apple TV as well as Android TV products and on your phone. It's something that I use. It's very good for searching for movies, up and coming movies and up and coming TV shows, or even TV shows that are kind of obscure from back in the day. To me, it has probably the best database out of all things I've used, and that's why I tend to keep it around. Outside of that, I prefer Track and Cinetrack a lot more as far as the ability to organize and keep up with your shows. But let me know what you think. If you think there's something out there that's better that you want to suggest, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it and take a look at it and review it. And thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll check you out in the next go around.